Hi, Elaine. This is Neil from Dorkaholics. Super excited to interview you about your role on Moonhaven.
Mhm. Hi, nice to meet you. Thanks for having me.
What was it like representing um, the Asian diaspora in the world of Moonhaven?
I think I mean, it's set 100 years in the future. So, I think it was really important in the show that they had, a mixture of all ethnicities. And I was so, honored to play Lone. I felt like she was a beautifully written character from the moment that I read the scenes for my audition. I was instantly drawn to her, and I just, I loved her scenes. I remember saying to Peter how moving I found them, and what a great writer he is.
What would you say was you were trying viewers to take away from the moment that they meet your character the first time?
Um, well, I think Lone and Paul have a very deep relationship and connection. They've raised three children, not necessarily their blood children, but uh, Moona children, and I think there's definitely a lot of love there. They just have some issues and things that they need to resolve, or maybe for Lone, I think something's missing, which is why she has, another man living in the home, that's called the knit in the Moona community. And if it sticks, then Fritz will stay and Paul will leave, and that's obviously something that's very alien to a lot of us. But in this hippie commune, it kind of it works, and quite a good idea, really.
I thought it was so interesting the way that they bring in I guess, raising children on our own in the lunar colony. I
Mhm.
guess how important was that to show, I guess, the maternal side of your character?
Well, I think a big part of Lone is, her maternal side. Throughout the season, I think she's deeply worried and concerned about her eldest son, Wish, who's going to be traveling to Earth. So I think it was really important that that was, a big part of her experience. As a parent, you're worried for your children more than you are for yourselves. And yeah, so I think their family is based upon love and connection, and so it was really important that she have those qualities.
What was kind of like that first interaction between with Bella? Do you think it was more suspicious or more kind of open arms to welcome an Earther?
um no, I think she's definitely suspicious, because growing up on the moon, you're taught that Earth is, we want to help them, but they're not necessarily safe, in terms of, they don't have the same culture that we have. They don't have the same belief system. They don't have the same purpose. And I think that's, the message really is that without that, it's kind of a snapshot of what could happen in the future. Earth's shown to be a planet that's just in disarray, and there's lots of fighting and gas masks and darkness. And so I think she definitely is suspicious. She's welcoming because we in general as Mooners are welcoming, but like, I think definitely she's not sure, and she's worried for her husband, being involved with Bella, because lots of stuff starts happening when Bella arrives, and no one really knows who's behind it. So no, yeah. So I think she likes Bella, but is suspicious, and definitely at arm's length.
What major takeaways do you kind of want viewers to experience after watching Moonhaven? Just because there is that interesting relationship between kind of like being part of a colony and having this at arm's length relationship with your, I guess, home planet.
Yeah, I think I hope people enjoy the adventures and the murder mystery, and I hope they enjoy the characters, because I feel like Moonhaven is a lot about humanity and people, and the characters that are in it. They're quite complex, and um, I guess the takeaway message would be that if we could maybe adopt even just a little bit of what the mooners are adopting and living, perhaps the earth and we as a civilization could make a difference, you know, and maybe things would be more harmonious and peaceful, and you know, that we would care for our planet more. And yeah, so I think that's one of the messages behind Moonhaven, and it's a really important message, you know.
And with such a, I guess, ensemble cast on Moonhaven, just or at least a lot of familiar and diverse faces, were there any actors or actresses on the show that you were really, I guess, happy to be working with after maybe admiring them from afar?
Yeah, I mean, everyone really. I enjoyed working with everyone on the show. I didn't have a ton of scenes with a lot of the actors. It was mostly with Dominic, Emma, and the children, and Fritz, who, you know, they're all wonderful actors, super grounded people, and it was just, yeah, it was always a joy to go into work. There was never, you know, there was never anything not to like Dominic's super welcoming and curious, and you know, we used to have chats and he asks lots of questions, which is really lovely. And you know, some of the most intelligent people I've met have been, you know, super curious, and I feel like Dominic's very curious about you, and then after you've finished answering his questions, it's almost like you want to ask him some questions and then you have to start shooting, so we didn't get to, but no, we had great chats, and they're all lovely, right? Super nice cast and crew.
What was it like for you to kind of not just play a character, but create this, be part of this totally new created culture and kind of adopting that persona into everything?
Oh, it was amazing to see it come to life after reading the script. Yeah, because when you read the script and you read about this Mooner community and Moonhaven, you know, I imagined everyone wearing white and, you know, the usual things you think about the moon. But when I saw it come together, it was so much more interesting. And, you know, all these colors and the costumes, they put so much work and thought into building this world, and it's actually magical. Like I loved it. You know, the dances that they ended up doing and the choreography, the singing, the little you know, rituals that they have and methods for connecting, I just thought were amazing. Like, you know, our creator Peter has created this beautiful world, and yeah, it was lovely to be a part of. And there was so much deep attention to detail, you know, like no metal on the moon, all wood. Like, so even, you know, like we had to take out our earrings and you know, but just, yeah, he nailed it really.
Well, thank you so much for your time today, Elaine. It was great speaking with you.
Thank you so much. It was really nice to meet you. Take care.